Alright, so these guys are not useful. Where can I... Wow, this is a big place. Patron, Z-Bao. Patron, and then there's like a room over there. Gambler, Dao Shen.
I was wondering if you'd wander over here to test your luck. It's hard to resist the rattling call of the dice, isn't it? Gambler Daoshen's the name.
Dao Shen.
I run the straightest dice in the Imperial City. I wouldn't want to feed my children with tarnished silver, would I?
I'm sure.
Good odds and fair play. That's how I keep them coming back.
If you say so. What is the nature of the game?
A simple enough game called high-low. You predict how you'll roll against my toss and double your coin if you're right. You'll catch on easily enough, I'm sure.
That's enough for now, I should go.
You take care of yourself and come back soon to the best game in the city.
Maybe later.
This is my spot and I'm not moving. Go get your own place.
Okay. You keep standing there. That is indeed your spot. This is the kitchen. Oh hell, I steal stuff. Alright, $5. There's a dog in the kitchen. Does that mean what I think it means? Scroll stand. Cannibal Cookbook Volume 1. Value Customer. While we appreciate your business, the staff of the Heart of the Empire politely request that you keep your nose out of ours. To assure that you will no longer wish to pry into our recipes, please enjoy this excerpt recently unearthed from the south. Leg of Lamb. This hearty meal was first discovered after you Lamb the Hunter stumbled upon our community. For 5 to 10 people, use just one leg. The other can be pickled for later or roasted slowly and smoked to preserve it. For larger groups, use both legs of an adult male or female. Boil the legs in a large pot for 2 hours with the following ingredients: 20 gallons of fresh water, 3 tablespoons of salt, half a cup of rosemary, 3 cups of spiced wine, summer wine is best if you can get it, 3 bags of onions, 4 whole garlic cloves, and a dash of ginger. When the legs have about half an hour left, add some skinned potatoes and leeks. Can be served on the bone or in steaks. Sounds delicious. Cannibal Cookbook.
A dash of this, pinch of that. I need a dollop of something.
Step back. I only care if I get burned.
Alright. So what's going on here? This building's a giant circle, arena guard, spectator, Lady Rento, spectator. Gentle Breezes? Her name is literally Gentle Breezes?
Forget it, lady. I stick with male clients, and right now I'm on Judge Fang's payroll. He doesn't like me branching out to make money on the side.
Interesting.
Unless you're into something twisted, then he might want to watch. Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldier stand at attention.
Maybe. Do I get money out of it? Who are you?
My name is Gentle Breezes, but everyone just calls me Breezes now. I guess you lose your gentle side when you spend too many nights with Judge Fang. Fang's my benefactor, if you know what I mean. I do all the things that make him happy. Filthy, nasty things. But at least that sick bastard pays well.
Well, I mean, as long as you're into it and you're okay with it.
Judge Fang's the head of the Ministry of Harmony. He's sitting in the next room with his guards. Likes to come and watch the arena fights. The blood and the beatings in the ring get his fever burning for later. Sometimes that bastard takes it out on me. Other times he makes me take it out on him. He doesn't seem to care either way. There are few things more twisted than Judge Fang's idea of a fun night.
Well, I can't tell if you're okay with it or not. Like, if you're not okay with it, then maybe we should do something to fix that. You don't like him much, do you?
I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical.
Well,
Look,
could you
I've
talk?
been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this.
Maybe you should get out. Maybe we
There's
should
no
leave.
act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well.
Why do you work for him?
I've thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from.
Okay, well, I'll help you.
He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run. I'm stuck with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact. But at least he pays well.
Tell me more about him.
Fang's head of the Ministry of Harmony, so he controls taxes and executions across the Empire. That makes him a very rich and powerful man. Even the Lotus Assassins are wary of Judge Fang, probably because they know he's just as vile and corrupt as they are. All the rumors about him are true.
All of them?
He's the most infamous degenerate in the Imperial City. And I work for him.
Ask you something else.
Go ahead. It's not like I'm going to tell you anything that isn't common knowledge.
Judge Fang, who are you, Judge Fang? Tell me more about Judge Fang. Don't like Judge Fang. Okay, goodbye.
Good. Let me rest.
Okay. Let's keep that in mind. Spectator.
I should go home, but I really want to watch the next fight.
Go home. Spectator, Fang God.
Whoa, back up a bit there. Judge Fang doesn't like people blocking his view of the arena.
Aren't you blocking the view?
Even a pretty lady like you. You might make him miss out on someone getting their nose broken, or their leg, or even their skull. He was just saying that there hasn't been a good skull fracture for at least a week. It's put him in a foul mood.
Can I speak to Judge Fang?
Not without an appointment, and his schedule's full for the next month. All the ministers are coming in from the outlying towns to make their reports. If he's not meeting with a minister, he's relaxing here, hoping to see somebody beaten to a quivering pulp in the ring, or maybe torn apart by one of the animals. Yeah, that or he's taking a break with Breezes. Poor girl. No amount of silver is worth what she does for him.
Who's Breezes?
Gentle Breezes. She's Fang's, concubine. She's over in the next room with the common folk. Fang doesn't like to be seen with her in public. He, doesn't mind her getting up close and personal when they're in private, though. The things she does for him.
Can you, like, actually say what these things are? Like, everyone's like, oh, all these things, it's pretty nasty stuff. Yeah, real nasty stuff. What exactly are they doing?
I wouldn't call him sick and twisted. That's an insult to sick and twisted people everywhere. Fang's on a whole other level. I never used to believe the stories, but now that I'm working for him, I can honestly say he's the most degenerate and perverted man in the whole Empire.
You just saying it out loud?
But he pays well, very well. Enough so that we pretend not to see what's going on, though I still feel bad for Breezes sometimes.
How can it be that bad if Breezes is walking around? Am I the sick and twisted one? Am I thinking, how sick and twisted can it possibly be if she still has all her limbs and she's able to walk around? Am I the sick one if I go that far? Anyway, I'll be going now.
Good idea. Come back next month. Fang might be taking appointments by then.
She's standing right there. And she's not bleeding. Like how sick could it be? I don't get it.
Don't you just love the Imperial Arena? No other place like it in all of the Jade Empire.
Were
you looking for me? I'm Lady Rento, and I was expecting someone sent by Captain Sen.
You sound like you're 10 years old. I'm here to talk to you about creative Yukong.
Oh, poor Yukong. Captain Sen's still willing to do my husband's bidding and hunt him down, is he?
Poor Yukong?
I swear, my husband is insufferable. Yukong's a harmless aspiring actor who asked me if I would act as his patron. Since my husband was away from the city, again, I accepted and gave Yukong a moderate stipend. I thought he was charming.
He's a con man. How much did you give this actor?
Probably less than my husband is putting forth as a bounty for poor Yukong. That young man doesn't deserve this.
Why is Yukon wanted for confidence schemes?
That was how my husband presented the situation to the authorities. He didn't want to face the shame of supporting a humble actor.
Is that right?
My husband's a fool, but when he lowers his head, all I can do is let him charge and hope he rams something solid enough to slow him.
Right. Any idea where I can find?
I would wager that you'll find him in the Scholars' Garden. Yukong was going to try out for that new play. It's going to be put on soon in the Golden Way, I'm told. Should be exciting to watch.
Okay.
Yukong was going to try out for a role as a scholar, so he may be using his costume to hide in the garden. He's not much of a scholar, so you should be able to spot him.
Right. I'll let you get back to what you're doing.
If you happen to find creative Yukong, do go easy on him, would you?
Maybe.
The poor boy did nothing wrong, and my husband is being unusually cruel to him.
If you say
Good luck with your search. I have to get back to the estate, so much to do.
You see her dress? That's how a normal person dresses in China. Historic China. See what I'm wearing? No pants? That's not how people used to dress. Like this kind of clothing. That's correct. What I'm wearing, what Dawnstar is not wearing, i.e. pants, that's not correct. Hi, what's going on here? Crimson Kana. Greetings, I'm Crimson Kana, known in the prosperous east for my swordsmanship. I came here to test my abilities, but I found my will and purity of spirit tested as well. Forgive me, I should not speak so to a spectator. If you have questions, you should speak with Kui, the promoter. If you clearly dislike this place, why not just leave? Mind, spirit, and body must all be tested. You can achieve peace in the garden, but you earn it in the battlefield. Goals reached without trial are not so easily kept. Sure. Many philosophies agree with me, many do not. The ensuing debates are no less a field of battle than this one. Not all battles are fought with weapons. Sure. Alright, bye. May your battles bring you peace. Okay, well. Sure. Sung Bu, Sung Bo, Sung Sun. Oh, there he is.
Intolerable. One more mistake, Kui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem.
But...
Enough! Find a solution and leave me alone.
Like, if he's such a tough guy, why doesn't he fight in the arena himself?
This is not an appropriate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere.
What have you done to your beard?
You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an infusion of new blood?
That's not how you
Master
spell
Lee
infusion.
used to say that the arena was once the greatest contest in the Empire, but that it has been corrupted in recent years.
Come with me a moment and we'll engagitate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make.
Those aren't actual words.
This is turning out to be an excellent day, most ostentatious indeed.
That's not a word. Don't you mean did you just butcher the language on purpose or out of stupidity? That's not an actual word, dude.
I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language.
That doesn't mean what you think it means. Seriously, you're using the wrong words. It makes you sound like a fool. I'll just mark you down as an idiot. Carry on. Of course, silly of me to bring it up. What do you say? I'll just mark you down as an idiot, carry on.
A single glance tells me you are a remarkable woman with the perfect mix of strength and grace to grab a crowd's imagination.
Am I?
The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes.
That's not a word.
I've heard that you were asking around and talking to some of our best and brightest. Your interest tells me all that I need to know about you. What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits.
Sure. Before I agree to anything, I need to know the rules of the tournament. If I join the arena, who or what would I face? Are the fights deadly? Are these fights deadly? That's what I want to ask first.
Do you have any idea how much paperwork I have to do when a contestant of the Empire's finest tournament dies?
I don't know.
Wards and spells have protected fighters in this place since its construction. It's been easily 20 years since they failed.
Right, so nobody dies. What happened 20 years ago?
It was a dark day. My predecessor lost several good men when the spells failed during an event he'd ironically dubbed the Feast of the Ogres.
Literally Attack of the Titans. Attack on Titan. What if someone specifically tries to dispel the protections?
I'm no sorcerer, but I suppose it could happen. Still, any magically inclined person would notice something like that. Even if someone removed them, the protections would reweave themselves automatically in time. They've done so before.
Right. What are the rules?
Here you fight for silver. Glory is yours for the taking if you value it. The rewards start small, but in the gold division, you could easily retire on your winnings. In fact, our last champion, Raging Ox, did just that. Suddenly up and left to enjoy his winnings, clearing the way for the Ravager to take his place.
Alright.
You'll start low and advance on my say-so, but I can already tell you're going to excel in this place. You'll not languish in the qualifiers for long.
Excel. The word is excel. Who would I face?
You will face the flashing blade of Crimson Kana, the stern resolve of Iron Soldier, and the, troublesome triumvirate of the Sung Brothers. If you defeat these veterans, you will face the Ravager, our newest champion, who tore his way through the divisions to replace the now retired Raging Ox.
Okay.
Go ask them yourselves if you want to know more. Hapless Hans faced more than a few of them too, if you want his perspications.
Sure. I'll join.
That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travels?
I am egregious prevaricator, respected scholar, and grower of pipeweed. I'm sure you haven't heard of me. I'll just give them my real name. I want to invite trouble.
Right, a fine name indeed. But it won't sell, not at all. We need something more memorable for the crowds.
Alright, never mind, we're not gonna attract attention.
Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you.
Raging Dragon, Silver Phoenix, call me Tiger Lips the Mountain. Tiger Lips the Mountain.
Now that's a decisive name. Tiger Lifts the Mountain it is, if you're certain.
Sure. Sure.
Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight and I'll get you started.
Right.
Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions?
That's all I need to know.
One other thing. You should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
Okay.
We're all one big happy family.
You're a big happy idiot, Han.
As you can see, they always have something to say.
Yes, they do. Alright.
I must say, I'm disappointed. You're ready to start your career, but you walk away. Insuspicious beginnings, my friend.
I want to see what else is going on here. Let me save the game.